focus on one thing that you can do. If that is sleeping more, trust yourself, put your phone away, and start sleeping, because that blue light is not good for you. So every time you focus and go to sleep, you're going to win. You're going to wake up feeling refreshed. And I put my phone on do not disturb, put it in my bathroom, put it in the charger. That was it. I trusted myself. I wasn't going to go on it, and that was it. I got really present, and then I started just organizing my room, and then I just went to sleep. And that's how we do it. We don't doom scroll. We don't put our life in other people's hands. We put our life in God's hands, and God is going to give for us in every single moment. And you're going to thank me. And we are not going to worry when our next meal is going to come. We are not going to worry when more money is going to come, because we know that God has our back, and God is always coming and giving us what we need. God is our provider in every single moment, and He is our Father, and He is taking care of us in every single moment. And what has gotten me to such a level of being able to sleep so well the past couple of weeks, my life has completely changed, because I've been focusing on my sleep. I've been locking in on my sleep. And I used to go to sleep and I would just worry throughout the whole entire night. I would worry, so I would have insomnia. I would just scroll on my phone, doom scroll for hours, and then I realized that was taking over my life. A child isn't worried when their next meal is going to come, because they know their father is taking care of them. They know their parents are taking care of them. So too with us. We are children of God. And so what I have been doing is really focusing on my life, and every single moment I am focusing and locking in on my life, and my sleep has skyrocketed, because every time I go to sleep, I think about faith. I think about God, how He has my back and He's going to create for me. So every single time you think about God and He has your back, He will create for you in every single moment. You will sleep so much better. Every single time you're going to start sleeping better. Put your phone in another room, start sleeping. It's going to actually change your life. Don't doom scroll, and catch yourself before. Like last night, I noticed I was starting to doom scroll, and I was like, no, not today. We are going to focus. So sometimes our thoughts, and it's our process of like the old reality, like we're trying to attach ourselves to the old reality, but really that's not our reality. Our reality is this present moment. Our reality is being present, is loving ourselves in this moment. No matter what we are doing, we are going to love ourselves. Every single time you love yourself versus listen to your negative thoughts, you win. Just know that we all suffer from these negative thoughts about ourselves. We all suffer from this imposter syndrome, like, oh, me, I'm not gonna make it. But you will make it. You will become the best version of yourself. Even if right now your 3D reality doesn't feel like it, if you feel like you're so much in this like 3D, I don't like it, nothing makes sense, tap into your visualization meditations. Meditate over positive, brand new thoughts. Those thoughts will bring you to your highest reality. And I remember when I was in a state where I didn't really like where I was living, I would bury my head in a book every single day. I would just read and walk and read and walk till one day I looked outside and I wasn't living in that area. Now happens to be, I feel like as human beings, we always want to create. So what I always do is just, if I don't like something around me, I won't even look at it. I will put my head inside a book or read or do something different that will channel my energy. And then what happens is that my 3D reality changes after a little bit of time. Why? Because I didn't succumb to just believing that that was going to be my life. And you have the power to manifest your whole reality. How was everything created? Everything was created first in the mind, and then it was brought into existence. So you have to realize everything was created first up in your brain, and then you can create. And as soon as you realize that that's how the world is, your mind is going to be able to create. Let's say every single thing you see on the road, besides obviously nature, that's personally, I think that's definitely from God. But you can think for whatever you like to think of. But everything in this world, you see, you go to coffee shops, you go to smoothie shops, you go to stores, you go to malls, you go to places, you go to restaurants, anything, anywhere you go to, that was once up in somebody's mind, and then they were like, let's put it down into reality. So everything starts up here, and then it's brought into existence. Create your life, start it up here, then bring it into existence, and life will get so much better. Every single time you do that, you just know that you have the power to create in every single moment. And sometimes, even like for me, if I'm making YouTube videos and I'm thinking like, oh, my YouTube video isn't worthy. Yes, it is worthy. You have to realize right now, whatever you're doing, create that video of yours. Like, do something today that makes you feel like I'm a creator versus a consumer. You want to be a creator versus a consumer, because that will make you feel like you have agency over your life, and you have like power, and you have more opportunities coming your way because you're creating versus just consuming. And then also, once you become into this creator mindset, then you also give off that energy of like, you have what to give versus always trying to take from people. You more have coming in with this full energy of like, I'm in power, I have the power to create, I'm the creator energy. Let's say you go into like a coffee shop and someone comes in and they're just like, hey, can I get a coffee, whatever. But if someone comes in and is like, hey, can I get a coffee, it's more like, hey, I'm in my own energy, I'm not really trying to get your energy, let's just get my coffee, and like, I have what to give, like I have what to bring to the table, versus like I'm trying to get something from that interaction. And it's like, that's like a powerful type of person. And I feel like obviously some days I'm not really in the mood, so I'm just gonna be like, hey, I'll just get this and this. But some days if I'm more like, let's go, let's create, I'm just like, I'm trying to be more of that, just being like, hey, let's go here, let's have more energy, let's be that type of person, because that makes you feel more of like you have agency over your life to be in the driver's seat versus be in the passenger seat. And always try to be that energy. Even as a woman and being feminine, you still want to be like and feel like you have the power to create your life. You don't always want to rely on someone else to create your life. You don't want to just rely on a man to create your life. You want to create your own life, and then that person comes in and just tops it off for you. He's like that version that makes life even better, enhances your life. But you don't want to be like so needy all the time. I need something from you, I need something from you. Like, no, I'm in the driver's seat. I know what I'm doing, and I can also be feminine and powerful at the same time. And they coexist 100%. Also, a really good practice that I work on is relaxing my shoulders, okay? So, our shoulders carry a lot of energy and tension, but if we focus on relaxing them, doing practices like going up and down and doing yoga and all those energy type of healing practices that let go of the energy in your shoulder, because you aren't carrying so much energy in your shoulders, and it's like you're creating, but you're also letting go, and you're also letting the universe do its thing. And like, if you can focus, let's say just like going for a walk and just focusing on relaxing your shoulders, I'm telling you, it's such a healing experience. Every single time I focus on relaxing my shoulders, I feel like I'm not as needy and like coming across as like a lot. I'm just like, oh, like I'm calm, I'm relaxed, like I don't need to like force things. It's just much more of like in that feminine, divine feminine energy, like relaxing your shoulders, saying what you have to say, and then just like taking a step back. Just focus on yourself, focus on creating your own life for yourself. Don't let the voices of other people get to you. Lock in, focus your energy, completely focus your energy on what you're trying to do. The rest of your life will show up once you lock in on your own life and show up for yourself. The rest will just magnetize towards you, and really just know that every time you focus, you have a God force within you, because your energy is focused on the right track. You are always going in a straight road on the right track. You aren't veering and aren't thinking like, oh, that person's gonna think that way. If I go that way, you aren't thinking about the risks. You're more just like, hey, let's focus, let's do this, let's create that reality of ours and watch it come into fruition. I'm telling you, every time I focus, my life gets better. I see results instantaneously, and I know that was because I was focused, and I was focused on my life. I wasn't giving my energy to other people. I wasn't giving off energy and asking them to compliment me. I was complimenting them, or I was focused on myself. And a lot of times when I'll focus my own energy on myself, I will notice that people will be drawn to me, and people will start complimenting me, telling me things and this and that. And it's like, because I was so centered, people appreciate that energy, and they just want a taste of that energy. And try to really channel that energy. Try to get into that frame meditation technique. And like, if you feel like you have so many voices outside of you right now that are trying to tell you you can't or this or that, try to lock in, focus on your own life, and watch it flow. Watch every single time you focus, it's gonna flow. And you have to trust God. I'm telling you, trust God in every single moment that He's going to create your life. God is the one that created you, and He's going to keep creating for you. Don't let things around you make you feel like you're not going to be able to create. Don't let the voices, the negative thoughts about yourself, the people, if anyone's telling you you're not going to make it, you are going to make it too. Just like everyone makes it, you're going to make it too. And know that God has a plan for you, and God that created you, he's going to keep creating and giving you energy. Keep focusing on your life and focus. Thanks for watching.